Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be working on birthday presents for my dear friend who is just as obsessed with the Friends TV show as I am. So I'm excited to show you all the projects that I'm going to work on today, and let's get started. So the first one is a iron-on project, and it's a design I'm going to be placing on this blanket, and it just says, "I'll be there for you." I'm thinking I'll place it, once I weed out the design, I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing. I didn't want it to be super big. I just wanted the design to either go under the Central Perk logo or on the bottom somewhere. I'm trying to decide where it would look best. Let's see. Okay. Wonderful. Let's see. And this blanket is just from Target. I found it online. Okay, so I'm thinking either right here or just somewhere on the bottom over here. But I think because this is the main part of the blanket, I think it would look really nice just right under it over here. Let's go downstairs and press this design. I was trying to decide if I should use my Cricut Easy Press Mini or the heat press, but I think it'll hold up better if I use my heat press. So let's go downstairs and do that. Okay, this is how the blanket turned out. What do you think? I'm glad I went with this placement. I feel like if it were on the bottom, it would have just gotten lost, and this is just perfect right here under the Central Perk logo. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, for the second design, I am actually going to weed it out, and then I'll show you where I'm going to place it. So this is just her nickname, and I used the Friends font to write it out. I have some leftover washi tape over here. My mat isn't sticky anymore, so I've been using washi tape, but I think I'm gonna purchase some off-brand ones just to test them out. I've seen a lot of people say, oh gosh, sorry, you guys can't see that. I've seen a lot of people say that just the Amazon ones are just as good, so maybe I should try those out. Okay, so this is her nickname, and then this is what's going on the bottom, and I'll show you in just a second what these are for. And this just says doesn't share food. So Manny doesn't share food. If you watch the show, I'm sure you know it's a Joey reference. And okay, so let me know in the comment section if you're a fan of the show, who your favorite character is. Okay, so what we're gonna do with those two is I bought these placemats. I bought this placemat, also from Target, and what I'm gonna do is her name is gonna go on top, or her nickname. It's gonna go right here, and then on the bottom, it's gonna say doesn't share food. Uh-oh. I have a teeny tiny piece that wants to join the party. All right, so this is what it's gonna look like. And then I also cut out, so in the logo, the dots, each dot is a different color. So I did cut out some dots, and I'm just going to replace the black ones before I press the design. So I have blue, red, and yellow, kind of like a mustard yellow. Okay, let's go press this downstairs and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, this is how the placemat looks. She is going to love this. I can already imagine her reaction. And then every day she's gonna have her plate here and no one is gonna touch her food. Actually, I'm trying to think, in real life, does she share? Does she like to share or no? I don't think so. So this is perfect. It's not only a friend's reference, it also reflects her actual character. All right. Let's move on. Next, I have this jewelry box that I ordered off of Amazon. It's just a small, compact, travel-sized jewelry box that I'm going to add a design to right here. And this is what's gonna go on it. I'm using iron-on for this project, and I'm gonna use my Cricut Easy Press Mini for this. Actually, let me turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna start off with low, just because I don't want to ruin the texture. I don't want it burning any of this. And I'm also gonna use parchment paper to keep it protected. Initially, I was gonna do gold for the frame and then black for the words. Even though the jewelry box itself is black, I was gonna cut it out in, or I did cut it out in black glitter. But I don't know, after I saw it, I feel like it'll look better if it's all in gold. But we'll see now once I weed it out how it looks. And then I'll decide. Okay, this is ready. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad I went with gold for the whole thing instead of black on the inside. Okay, let me make sure this is centered, and then we'll press it down. Okay, looks good. Let me grab parchment paper. And this is ready. Okay, so far so good. I'm applying medium pressure. Okay, and this is a cold peel, so I'm just gonna wait a few minutes. I think it might be ready. Let's see. So far, everything is looking great. Wonderful. All the small pieces are on there too. The dot for the question mark. Awesome. Oh my gosh. I love how it looks. Okay, and this project is done. Okay, the last thing I want to work on are these stickers that I designed on Adobe Illustrator, and then I exported them as PNGs and uploaded them into Cricut Design Space. And I already created an offset for each one. Let me show you. Let me add a square just to show you what it's going to look like. Okay, so I added a gray square behind them just so you can kind of see. So I have an offset for each sticker, and I sized them to take up the most space they can on the sheet. So I'm just gonna hide this square because we don't need it anymore. And then we're gonna send it through the printer, and I'll show you what I usually do with stickers. Okay, something I forgot to mention is before I send it to print, these are the settings that I like to use. I choose best for print quality, and then I do photo glossy paper and print. This is the sticker paper that I like to use. I'll link it below. Okay, it's done printing. This is how they turned out. Now, I could just put this on the Cricut mat and send it through the machine to cut. But what I like to do is laminate this. So I have these sheets that I ordered. They come in different patterns. So stars, you can kind of see. And then let's see what else is in here. This one is just plain. Dots. And then I think this is the last one. So these are self-adhesive laminating sheets, and I like to use them. It makes the sticker more durable in my opinion. So for this one, let's see. I think I like this. So let's do this one. Now, the most important step with this is that we're measuring and making sure we're only going inside the registration marks and not on top of them. So let me mark this. Because otherwise we risk messing up the what the sensor reads. So that's why you don't want any of the sheet touching the black border. All right, let's cut this. And then this side, making sure it's lined up. Okay, and then I'm just gonna keep pressing it down, making sure it's laying down nicely. All right, now an extra step, just to be safe, is I use this matte Scotch tape, and I mentioned this in my Dollar Tree video as well. And I cover all the registration marks, and that way there's nothing that can affect the sensor, and it reads all of them correctly. Okay, just gonna make sure it's not on the sticker itself, and it's not the end of the world if it gets on here. You can always just peel it off after it cuts. All right. Okay, and now I'm gonna choose Poster Board Plus. That's just what I've been using lately, and it works pretty well for me. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and let's send it through the Cricut. It looks like they cut beautifully. Let's remove them from the mat, and I'm just gonna bend the mat so that we're not bending the stickers. All right, so these are all the stickers. Let me show you up close just the effect of the laminating sheet. It's so pretty and it protects the sticker, so it's like a 2-in-1. Let me show you some of the other ones. I love how these turned out. I think she's really gonna like them. Awesome, let me bring in the other projects and I'll show you what else I'm gonna put in her birthday basket. Okay, this is how everything turned out. I'm so happy with these projects. I don't think she's gonna expect any of these, even though we kind of have the friends theme going on where we buy each other stuff every birthday. I don't think she's gonna expect these items. Honestly, out of all the stickers, this one is my favorite. I love this so much. These colors turned out great. I'm glad I went with iron-on. I tried to, with this type of, I don't know, it's like fake leather, but it's not even, honestly, it's not even as soft as leather. So I don't know what this is called. But I tried using permanent vinyl with this once and it didn't work. So iron-on is what I recommend, but make sure your easy press is not too warm, otherwise it'll burn. So this turned out great. I love this one so much. I feel like I need one of these, but I do share food, so that won't work. The blanket, I mean, yes, it's summer, but you know, winter is going to be here before we know it. And this is going to look great on her couch. Let me show you the basket that I bought to put all of these items in. Okay, so this is the basket that I chose. I found this at Home Goods. I feel like the colors are perfect. They kind of match the blanket and the whole theme that we have going on. The size is great to fit everything in. I'll film a YouTube shorts of me packing everything, so keep an eye out for that. And one more thing that I'm adding to the basket is this hilarious Friends book. I found this at Target too, and it's just the whole alphabet with letters for each Friends reference. So I'll show you a few pages. A is for apartment, where the friends hang out. B is for ball. Joey and Ross like to toss around for hours. So yeah, I'm gonna go pack this basket. I'll film a YouTube shorts, like I said, so keep an eye out for that. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked all these projects. Let me know what you think. Let me know which one is your favorite. Are you a fan of the show? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!